guys for being here. You know what, we're just a few days away from one of the most important and historic elections we've seen in Connecticut and in this country in a very long time. And Tom and Jerry and I and the entire Republican team in Connecticut and throughout this country are poised to win. You know what? Not for Sam Caligiuri or Jerry Labriola or Tom Foley, but for the sake of Connecticut, for the sake of this country. My friends, we have seen over the last few years what happens when you have one-party Democrat rule in Washington, D.C. You see bigger government. You see government thinking it's the answer to every problem. You see higher taxes. You see government trying to infiltrate every area of our life. And here's what you're not seeing. You're not seeing more personal freedom and individual freedom. You're not seeing more economic growth. My friends, we are on the wrong track as a country, and we need your help to take this country back so that we can do the things we know you need to do to grow jobs. Get government under control. Lower taxes, get regulations off of our backs, because it's not the government that creates jobs, it's the private sector that creates jobs. And what we need to do is empower the private sector to do that. But my friends, that's why we need your vote for Congress. Jerry and I do. That's the vision Jerry and I share. That's the work we want to bring to Washington to get our country turned around. But my friends, we've got to make sure we do it right here in Connecticut. We have the prospects, and with all due respect to my Democratic friends, the daunting prospect of having one-party rule in Hartford. And that, in my judgment, would be an absolute disaster for the checks and balances we need to do everything possible to get our economy growing again. My friends, I don't think we've had an election of this importance for governor in a very, very long time. You know, Tom Foley's taken a lot of heat, but I can tell you something about Tom Foley. He's not afraid to make tough decisions. I can tell you something else about Tom Foley. He hasn't sold out to any interest group. I will tell you something else about Tom Foley. He knows how to get the Connecticut economy turned around. That's why, as I said, this election for Tom and for Jerry and me isn't about the Republican Party. It isn't about us individually. It's about the direction in which our state and our country are going to go. We still have a chance to get us back on the right track, but we can't do it without electing Tom Foley governor. We can't do it without getting Jerry elected to Congress. We can't do it without making sure Chris Murphy and his loyalty to Nancy Pelosi gets retired once and for all. Yeah. Has played a critical role in getting us to this moment in time today. But what I'm asking you to do, aside from saying thank you for being here, is don't let up. Don't let the polls lead you into a sense of complacency about where we are. Because we are this close to winning, but because we're this close, we're also this close to losing if we don't do what we need to do between now and then. My friends, get on the phones. Talk to your friends. Talk to your neighbors. When Rob Simmons lost in 2006, he lost by 87 votes. Do you realize that every single one individual here has a circle of friends and influences that's probably at least 100 people in size? Any one of you can decide the outcome of this race. Take it home. Take it home for all of us. And my friends, it is an honor and a pleasure for me to introduce a friend and the next governor of the state of Connecticut, Tom Foley. Yeah.